Okay, we're back at it again, baby. I am wicked excited. Hopefully we're gonna finish it today. And if not, damn, that sucks. Gonna be a little upset. Lynn kept her promise about getting me hooked up. About 2 hours before dawn, the phone rang. Hello? This is Jode. Sissel, are you listening? We need your powers. No time to talk. We'll be waiting for you. Not even showing me where they are. Wow, that's... Okay. Well, you'd better get going. Oh gosh, can't remember his voice at all. This long night is drawing to an end. Yep, it looks like it. Thank you for all your help tonight. I'm the one who should be thanking you. The other end of the phone line. I'm finally gonna find all my answers. I'd better go. Ooh, man. Happening at long last. A single telephone line connects me and the other Sissel, but that single line spreads out like a spider's web to ensnare the fates of many people. And I just reached the center of the web. Welcome to the Yanoa. Detective Jode? What? My detective sense must have gotten rusty. I didn't even sense your presence here in the dark. That's because I switched the power to my mask off, Detective Jode. I used your phone. Hope you don't mind.
Egad, never thought you'd track us here, especially seeing as you're a death row inmate.
Now I'm equally surprised about your choice of transportation. Submarine, eh? How did you get on board? How did you get on board this? How are you here, Jode?
But how did you find us, my man? Not even the police knew where the Yanoa was going to surface, confound it.
We detectives have a little saying. If there's something you want to know about a case, ask the criminals. The bullet the man in red was shot with had a radio transmitter in it. Oh, dang. I have a little something for you. Oh, wow. Cabanella's given me some pretty weird presents in the past, but they always prove useful. This one was a radio receiver made to look like a pocket watch. Yeah.
Yes, Inspector Cabanella. I hear he's an excellent investigator.
By the way, where is that man in red? I know he's on this submarine somewhere.
Ah, Sissel, you mean?
You.
You can relax. That's nothing but a shell.
His shell, huh?
His spirit isn't here right now. Most likely, right about now, he's controlling your daughter.
Please, I beg you, let my daughter go. If you need a hostage, take me. Just please let her go.
Bah! There's something our nation needs. Sissel has it. That's all we care about, my man. Nothing else matters. However, it would appear Sissel has underestimated us. He's left behind his precious bargaining chip here.
Bargaining chip? Whoa.
Our nation has already researched it. This product that Sissel has to offer, the source of his powers.
Oh, well. What? What in the world was that?
The Tempsic fragment. It gives spirits special powers. And now our deal with Sissel is concluded, as far as we're concerned.
What are you talking about?
Tsk, tsk. What a mistake to make, right at the most critical moment. Now then, Detective Joad. Farewell.
What? What in the world? The whole room just vanished. Detective Joad, where did he go? What now? I think I heard an explosion somewhere. In any case, Lynn and the little lady should be here somewhere. I smell danger. I'd better find them and fast. Hello? So, you're here, huh?
It's Missile.
Yes, I think even I remember who you are by now. What do you suppose that shock was a minute ago?
I have no idea, of course. I'm just a little sheltered apartment dog.
This is my loss of memory. What with my loss of memory, I can't say I'm much better.
Anyway, let's hurry up and go save Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla.
Do you think that trusty nose of yours can sniff them out?
I'm sorry to say I don't think it can.
Why did I even bother to ask? But you do have the power to swap objects, so let's go find that lady detective and the little lady together.
You got it.
What? I didn't think we were connected to a phone line. Telephone is ringing.
Wow. It's Miss Camilla. I just know it. My trusty nose is practically screaming it at me.
I think you'd call that more of a hunch. Anyway, let's get to that phone before it stops ringing.
You bet.
Alright. Well, I can't switch things if I'm in them. Right? Those are just the same object.
Hello? Hello? Miss Camilla? Hello? It's no use. This black hello just doesn't like me.
Just create a path for me, Missile. I'll come right over. Dial. That's all I can do here. Wait a minute. If I do this, maybe it'll... There it is. Okay. Wow, that's pretty problematic. What? No. I was doing good. I'm almost there. I think I just heard another little explosion in the distance. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Sissel, look! That black hello, it came off the hook.
Oh, I better answer it fast.
Hello, is anybody there?
It's her, the little lady. It's Sissel. Where are you?
Somebody please answer.
I guess she can't hear my voice.
You too, huh? Oh, good. I thought she was ignoring me. Somebody help me. Lynn is...
She said Lynn.
Miss Lynn.
We better hurry.
Let's go, Sissel.
Yep, time to move. Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's no use. Nobody's answering. Miss Camilla! And? Miss Lynn! Oh, poor Miss Lynn!
Yeah, she can't seem to catch a break. Looks like another tragedy has happened. Sorry to keep you waiting, little lady.
Sissy, I knew you'd come. Miss Camilla! And Missile too, I'm so glad to see you're alright. Well, I wouldn't say I'm alright exactly. Hey, wait a minute. Missile, your voice. I think I remember hearing it somewhere before. What? My voice?
That's right. Camilla has a core now, so that means she did hear Missile's voice before, when he saved her that time.
So that was you, wasn't it, Missile? You're the one who saved me in the park tonight. Thank you. Miss Camilla, I'm so glad I was born your little doggy.
Hey, Missile. Could you stay here and watch over your mistress for a while?
Huh? But don't you need my powers?
I'll see what I can do on my own for a while. After all, you're the only one who can protect her.
Okay, I'll do it. Thank you, Missile.
So friggin' cute. Alright. I wonder what happened this time. I better talk to the little lady a little more. And then, better do something about the detective lady. Can I talk to you a minute?
Yes, Sissy?
Could you tell me what happened to you? Well, I spilled my juice all over the inside of the trunk. What happened after I last saw you at your old house?
Oh, let's see. After that, I think I fell asleep.
Oh, she's like a bird. When all the lights out, she can't help it. She just has to pass out.
I woke up to the sound of an engine.
So she was already in the submarine by then, huh?
I thought to myself, I have to escape. The next thing I knew, I found myself in this big room. I was so tired, I couldn't move. And then... Camilla! I was so relieved. I don't remember what happened after that.
She must have passed out, the poor thing. You've been through so much. You were very brave.
I think Lynn's probably been through more than me.
You've both been brave. Alright, let's hear it, Lynn. What happened this time?
Oh, Sissel, you're here.
Lynn, what in the world happened here? I don't know. Huh? I just sort of blacked out all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know in that case. And where's Detective Jode? Is he alright? I don't know. Huh? The room he was in just disappeared all of a sudden. Now it's all making even less sense than before. After we left the super's office, we followed after the man in red. We tracked him with that radio transmitter Inspector Cavanella fired into him with the bullet. The man in red took a boat out to sea from a small harbor on the edge of town. Detective Jode and I managed to secretly stow away on his boat, and then we sneaked onto the submarine with him when it surfaced. Before long, the submarine dove back down again. Detective Jode and I decided to split up. He would take care of the telephone line, and I would look for Camilla. I found Camilla hiding here in the engine room. She'd escaped and run away. Wow, that's quite an adventure. What happened next? I don't know. Huh? There was a flash of white all of a sudden. Next thing I know, I was dead. Oh boy. Sounds like it'd be quicker to see for myself. It sounds like, the manipulator got one more trick in before they ripped the meteor out of him. Camilla, are you okay? Camilla? Hello, Lynn. Or is it Detective now? It's been 10 years since we last met. Are you really that man from the park 10 years ago? Well, I see there's no need to introduce myself. Give Camilla back. She has nothing to do with any of this. Afraid I can't do that. This is my last chance. The phone is ringing. It's not for me. Nobody ever calls the dead. The fact that you're here means that my revenge plan has failed. Revenge plan? It didn't happen tonight, did it? His execution. Well, knowing him, I half expected as much. That's why I was waiting here like this, waiting for him to show up. Wouldn't it be just what he wanted, to be executed by his own daughter? I heard about 10 years ago. I feel sorry about what happened to you. But revenge? Nobody could possibly know what I've... Good trigger finger, to not pull it after that big quake. What in the world? An explosion? Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about this. Have I been had? Look out! Oh. That was Lynn saying, look out. Revenge, huh? That's a feeling I just can't understand. Of course not. You're not him. She's right. I'm not him, am I? He was gonna shoot Detective Jode as Camilla when he came to rescue her. It's just too horrible. Anyway, let's bring you back to life. Again. You didn't have to add the again part. Man. I think the phone call is the key, but I could be wrong. So let's see. The cause of death this time was that mysterious explosion. You're pretty up for a dead woman. You know how detectives love a good mystery. It's like a shot of vitamins. And what do you mean for a dead woman? Anyway, I guess we should look for a way to stop that explosion. Alright, let's do this thing. Finding clues is like a dose of minerals to a detective. Okay, sure, dude, sure. I'm afraid with my memory loss, I have no idea what vitamins or minerals are. That's rough. Oh dear. Okay, there's the gun. I can't get over here. I can't move at all. Well. Sorry about that, everyone. Needed to clear my throat. I tried to make that as not bad as possible, but it was still pretty bad. Phone's ringing. Nobody ever calls the dead. How about now? Now. It's no use. I can't get the line to work. That's funny. I thought I could use the phone in the past if somebody was calling. What are you talking about? The receiver has to be off the hook first, silly. Well, don't look at me. I can't do it. I don't have any hands or feet right now. Somebody please answer the phone. If you want something done, you'll have to do it yourself. You do anything? Aha! Hey, we somehow managed to knock down the receiver. Somehow managed? Who's to say that's not how I planned it? Come on, hurry. Now's your chance to get on the phone. Might be Detective Jode. She's right. I better check it out. Hello? Anybody there? If anybody's still there, get yourself here on the double. We're about to head out. Speak up. Why don't you answer? Anyway, come if you're coming. We're leaving. I genuinely don't think I could do anything about whatever this situation is, so let's scoot on over. So it must be true what they say, that there are restless ghosts on board. That does it. I promise to turn over a new leaf, Mom. Okay. Who is he calling restless ghosts? Well, it's true neither of us is really resting in peace. Anyway, it looks like the sub just lost one of its crew. I guess that means the fate of this sub has changed slightly. This is the Sisyphus underestimated us, left his bargaining chip. The grabber takes the piece of Temsic. Oh, it's Detective Jode. What's going on here? I saw this little deal go down once before. In just a moment, the man in red is about to get his Temsic fragment taken away. Okay, what do we got? I don't get it. What's happening? They decided to conclude the deal without the other party present. They're just gonna go ahead and steal the Temsic fragment. Huh? But that's cheating! I think we have more important things to think about right now. Where's the Temsic fragment gonna go? Oh, wait. That wasn't very smart of me, was it? Oh, wait. Oh.
Ah, the Temsic fragment. You're mine.
Oh my gosh.
Ah, the Temsic fragment. You're mine at last.
Good enough. Jeez, I don't know what's going on with my voice today.
The objective has been achieved. Now we detach the control room as planned.
Yes, sir. Farewell, sir.
Sissel, what just happened? The whole room just disappeared, with Detective Jode in it.
Don't worry, Lynn. I bet Detective Jode can take care of himself. The main thing right now is rescuing you and the little lady.
I can't believe this is happening. Now then, I'd better hurry along, before Sissel discovers what he's lost and comes after me. The Yanoa will be his coffin. May it lie buried here in the deep sea forever. Farewell, Sissel.
Okay.
Aha, so that's the cause of that giant explosion.
Huh? Well, what is?
Don't tell me that's another thing you've forgotten. The torpedo. It's like, well, you've heard of a missile before, haven't you?
Yeah, sure. But a different missile comes more readily to mind.
It looks like he plans to sink the submarine with that thing. This is not good. We have to do something before that torpedo's fired.
Okay.
We can't let it launch.
But what can we do?
Let's just get to the torpedo as fast as we can. Maybe we can find a way to stop it somehow.
Somehow?
A true detective never gives up.
Well, we certainly can't just ignore it. Excuse me?
There's no time. It's gonna launch. Don't worry, we can still find a way to stop it.
What? How?
Even if the torpedo does launch, we just have to stop it from detonating, right? There's still something we can do. I hope.
What was the I hope at the end the strongest part of that sentence?
Okay, here goes.
Why is there a mouse in the torpedo? I'm sorry? Is that some weird bit of military lore that I didn't understand, that I don't understand? Why is there a live animal in here? I came along for the ride without giving it too much thought, but was this really the best move?
I think so. We just have to keep it from going off, right?
I'm sure this poor little rat'll thank us too. How in the world did it get in here? Yep. Give me the voice line.
Do you know how a torpedo works?
No, I can't say I do. Wow, detectives sure know a lot. I saw it explained once in a book. On impact, the fuse in the tip is depressed. That in turn sets off the detonator. Detonator, huh? That must be that red button. So how do we stop it? They didn't explain anything about that in the book. Wow, detectives sure know a lot. Or not. I think these outside parts are supposed to be weights of some sort. The spinning black things, right? Apparently, their spinning helps the Ooh, jeez, man. Apparently, their spinning helps the torpedo maintain its balance. They must be pretty heavy. I wonder if we can use those weights to our advantage somehow. This looks like just the thing. If we clamp this thing on the fuse, it should keep it from moving. So what does that mean exactly? Means we might be able to stop the torpedo from exploding with this. I have to admit I don't understand all the details, but I do want to give it a try. But before we can do that, it looks like we have to get something out of the way first, huh? Probably a detonator. Hey, don't press it, the torpedo will explode. Oh, better be careful. But you know, there should be a safety device around here somewhere. Safety device, huh? That sounds promising. We have to put the safety on before this thing blows up. How do I get the rat out of the way? Why? It's a stubborn little thing, isn't it? Quite a worthy adversary. You do know the rat isn't the main focus here, don't you? Okay, true. But until it's out of the way, we can't set the safety device. You're right. If only our missile was here right now. We have to get this little creature to leave somehow. Ah, there we go. Okay. Great, we've dumped the little creature off. Wow, those weights were heavy enough to turn the whole torpedo over. Now for that safety device. Right. Jeez, man. Cut it real close on that one. There, we clamped the safety device on. We did it. That should keep this torpedo from exploding. But there's just one problem. Problem? What's that? The torpedo is still going to impact. We can't do anything about that. Uh-oh. Wow. Poor missile doesn't get to ride in the missile. What was that noise? It looks like the torpedo still hit the submarine. But it looks like the submarine is still okay. This changes everybody's fate, including the little rats. Sissel, we did it. Oh yeah. What's the matter? You still look unhappy. We stopped the torpedo from blowing up, but we still open up a gaping hole in the submarine. You're right. I guess that's just what missiles do. They're unstoppable. Huh? Am I hearing things? Anyway, I guess we'd better get back to the present as quickly as we can. Right, I'm worried about Camilla. Oh man. Oh, I can't wait. We managed to stop death for now, but it hasn't disappeared altogether. It's now slowly but surely filling the room. Gosh, what is wrong with me today? Uh-oh. Water is seeping in through the hole where the torpedo hit. I've got to get them out of here. I'd better go meet up with Lynn. I better hurry over to Lynn. It's not safe to stay here. And I just don't have the power to stop that water from coming in. Huh? Oh dear. The lights went out, but this machine apparently still works. Unfortunately, I guess it won't run for very long, but maybe I can use its movements to help me create a path. That's what I was gonna do. Yeah, it's not gonna move anymore. Okay. What? Okay, cool, I made it. Jeez, dude, I was like, no, come on, you can't do this to me, I'm so close. Lynn. Camilla, you're awake. How do you feel? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I pointed that gun at you. Don't worry about that. That wasn't you. Miss Camilla! Oh, Missile, you're here. Oh, poor Miss Camilla. Miss Lynn, what should we do? We have to get out of here before any more water comes in. Sissel should be along any second. I knew Sissy would come. And Missy is here too. I'm so happy everyone's gonna be with me now. Passes out again. Camilla! Miss Camilla! I'll get you out of here. If it's the last thing I do. Aw, I think I'm gonna cry. Or whimper, as the case may be. Better send a signal to Lynn that I'm here, before it's too late. Oh, look at that flashlight. It's Sissel, he's here. Up you go. Glad you got long boots for this. I'm glad you're here, Sissel. Sorry for the wait. Looks like this room is going to fill up with water fast. We better get out that door as quick as we can. We won't be getting out of that door, I'm afraid. The water pressure is too great already. I can't open it. What? What does water pressure mean? Think of it as the force of the water holding the door closed. The water level keeps getting higher and higher in here. So, the only way out of here is up, huh? Exactly. Okay, got it. Let's look for a path that goes up. Hey, look at that ladder. I wonder if we can get it down somehow. Good idea. Let's try it. Oh, and by the way... Yes? I can't swim. Neither can Camilla. Don't you have any good news for me? Let me think about it. In the meantime, could you hurry, please? Ah. There we go. Cool, cool. You did it, Sissel. Thanks. Dude, that's gotta be really tough. Climbing a ladder while holding a second person. That is an incredible skill, but oh my gosh. Almost lost it all. What was that? Looks like the water seeping isn't the only thing we have to worry about. Huh? Sissel, the flashlight doesn't work anymore. Hey, don't get mad at me. Maybe the contacts are bad or something? Hey, I know, you can fix it with your powers. Okay, now that's just taking things too far. And of course it works, by the way. Oh, hey, great. Did you used to be an electrician in your past life or something? That's a cruel question, considering the circumstances. Now, all we have to do is get to that door, and we're safe. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, there goes the safety of that door. And the water's still filling up? Are you serious? What happened now? It looks like the submarine decided to rear up on its hind legs. I can't believe we're still okay after that fall. Either we're really lucky or we're dead and we just haven't realized it yet. Come on now, as if the latter could be true. Brother, what now? The water sure is rising fast. Oh my gosh, listen to this music, these beats, dude. Wow, that's baller. Come on. You'll just have to go up to the top. Let's see how I can help with my ghost tricks. Well, well, I think I see a familiar flame over there. Sissel, there you are. How's it going? How is it going? I'd say it was going pretty badly. You do understand how dangerous this situation is, don't you? Of course. After all, just ask anybody who knows me how much I hate taking a bath. Maybe he's been in danger of drowning before himself. Okay, ready to create a path for these ladies? Of course. Sure, I guess. I can't travel that way. Strange. The lack of things I can actually travel on. Kinda strange. Huh. I guess I need to wait for them to make some kind of move. Whoops. Whew. Jeez, man. Alright. What can I do here? These pistons sticking out right in front of me. It's almost like they're taunting me. Maybe it's a challenge? Might be just that. Think you can climb them? If I wasn't holding Camilla, I could probably do it easily. Sissel, you're not telling Miss Lynn to leave poor Miss Camilla behind, are you? Could you just be quiet for a minute, Missile? Those pistons sure do look like they could be used to our advantage. Sound like pressuring me to climb them. How much these pistons thrust out is related to how large the fans are. Hey Sissel, my arms are full but my legs are free. If you could just move these pistons so they're a little easier to climb, I think I could do it. Okay, so in order to do that, we need 3 different sizes of fans. Uh-oh, the water is still rising. It's up to my knees. And it's freezing cold. Just hold on. We better create a path fast. Hang in there, Miss Lynn. Thanks, Missile. Large fan. No, I think I need that one where it's at, but maybe I don't. Okay. Oh. How about now? There, how about that? Wow, this is great. You made a staircase for me. You better hurry. I don't think that water's gonna wait for you. Oh dear. Okay. Ouch. Now the steam is getting in the way. It's too hot to get through. What? And there's no way to go around either. Think you can do something? Of course we can. We have to. Oh, I did. I'm too late already, crud. Oh dear, come on now. No, 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 no. Here comes that water again. Oh, I wish I could drink it all up for you. No, Missile, it's too salty. I think the more relevant point is that he's dead, so he can't drink it? Whatever, just do something about this steam. Leave it to me, Miss Lynn. Thanks, Missile. So By closing this valve, I've shut off the steam flow to that first pipe. Look at this. If I swap the pipes, it changes how the steam comes out, huh? Oh, I get it. Because the cracks in each pipe are different, right? So, each pipe sprays out the steam in a different way, huh? I bet that'll come in handy. That one's... No, that's not quite it. Crud. Oh no, the water's getting really close now. Not that I can see all that well with this steam here. Missile will switch the pipes around so you can get across. That's right, don't give up, Miss Lynn. My back is really starting to hurt. There we go, okay. Thank goodness. There, how does that look? It looks great. All that horrible steam's cleared out of the way. Okay, it's not far now. Try to move forward. Ouch. Look up there. If I can just make it to that door, we can escape. Now how in the world am I gonna get up there? Don't yell at me. If you want to yell, you can yell at me. Missile? How can I yell at you when you're so sweet about it? I think you just did. Let's look for something to pull Miss Lynn up with. Yes, something to whisk Miss Lynn up and glide her ever so gently to the top with. Hey, are you being sarcastic? Well, fortunately for me, I can actually do that. I just have to make it up there. All right, now this is what I'm talking about. I am really surprised I can move that with 2 people on it. I can barely move anything. Sorry, I can't do it. Open it, hurry. Is that any way to ask for something? It's no use. I can't budge it. It must be stuck. Oh no. No. This way. Hello? What was with the junk arm? What just happened? I can't believe my eyes. Lynn and the little lady suddenly vanished, leaving only darkness and seawater. The submarine continues to sink down into the deep, deep sea, but I still want to try and make my way up as far as possible. I still want to head up to find a single ray of light. Light to illuminate the truth at the bottom of this deep, deep darkness. Yeah, I could use a little talk with Ray. Let me tell you. Damn, that was a full hour. I don't know when dawn is, but I'm assuming it's like 6. Final struggle. Man, oh man. All right. (17:5:10 a.m.) The upended submarine continues to sink, slowly but surely. A long, long journey to the bottom of the sea. Lynn and the little lady found the darkness and the salt water closing in on them, but at the very last second, something saved them. Now it looks down at them quietly. My head is filled with one giant question. What in the world is this thing? Eek! Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. I see you managed to survive, Detective. Hey, you're... Excuse my appearance, I seem to have lost my body. Oh, and you there. You're the ghost who's been saving Lynn all evening, aren't you? You knew about me all along? Of course. What else would explain all those unnatural things happening? If you knew, how come you didn't do anything about it all this time? And how come you decided to save us all of a sudden? I thought you wanted to get revenge on us. I don't really know. Please, you gotta tell me. I need to know. Who in the world are you? Sissel, look at you. What happened? I can't hold on to that image of myself any longer. You can't remember who you are. That's right. I came all this way tonight trying to chase down my lost memory. For quite a bit of tonight, I thought I was you, Sissel. Sissel? My name isn't Sissel. I bet you'll remember really soon. Who you are, and who I am, too. What? The man in front of me is not me. I'm even further away from the truth. Or maybe not. Something is stirring in my mind, a memory about to emerge. Do I know this man? Now that I've shed my image of myself, I feel like I'm one step closer to the truth. They got us good. It's all over for the submarine. Its engine room is destroyed. There's a hole in the hull and it's sinking as we speak. What are you doing here? I thought you had a deal with those people. They betrayed me. I was a fool to trust them. They already have what they wanted now. The Tempsic fragment. I didn't know they had it all figured out. You mean they figured out the source of your powers? Yeah, that meteorite's radiation has two effects on living creatures. It gives power and time. If you don't mind, we'd like to hear more. Radiation's power effect. These 10 years, I've been watching that junkyard superintendent do his research, and I think I've kind of got some of it figured out. The meteorite's radiation gives spirits special powers. like possessing and manipulating objects.
And in my case, swapping objects.
Exactly. Apparently there are individual differences in the powers we get. It seems these powers change as time goes by. They do? Yeah, my powers have changed over these past 10 years. At first, I could only manipulate small living creatures. Now then, how do you suppose we got these powers? It's simple.
It is? How then?
In a nutshell, we died while exposed to the energy emitted by the meteorite. Its radiation. That's what does it? Dying while being exposed to the radiation? On that day 10 years ago, a fragment of that meteorite pierced my heart, and I died. So of course, I received special powers.
Hey, wait a minute. Is that how I got my powers too?
You know, you might be right. Yeah. Died right next to the meteor in the ground. Aren't the Temsic remnants still right there in that park at the bottom of the crater? You're right. So that must mean I must have died in the presence of the meteorite's radiation too. Another effect the meteorite radiation has on us is that it redo. Another effect the meteorite's radiation has on us is that it gives us time. Again, I think this time effect is centered around the theme of death, but it's not all that clear. So the fact that I can return to 4 minutes before a person's death is another effect of that meteorite? One of the characteristics of that meteorite is its ability to replay the moment of death. Replay the moment of death? This is all so strange and confusing. I can't take it all in.
It makes about as much sense to me as anything else.
Yeah, strange and confusing. That just about sums up the object that pierced my body that day. Next to that meteorite fragment, my very existence is a contradiction. What do you mean? That day, when the fragment pierced my heart, I lost my life. However, because it remained inside of me, that fragment continued to constantly regenerate my body. In other words, my body was continuously cycling between the moments that separated my life and death. What? My body's vital function stopped 10 years ago, but my body's time is perpetually stopped at the moment just before death. Time just stopped, huh? So I just simply existed, not really alive and not really dead. That pretty much sums up these last 10 years for me, ever since that incident in the park. My body hasn't aged a day. My hair hasn't grown an inch. Come to think of it, that old pigeon guy mentioned something. He said he couldn't cut this guy's body with a scalpel. So I guess as soon as an incision was made, his body would be regenerated. Wow. Before I left this country, I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to get revenge on the people who stole our lives. Our lives? As part of the deal, I made those guys promise to cooperate.
Cooperate? You mean the kidnapping?
It all went fine. I manipulated the justice minister and made him issue the execution order. But I thought he might call off the execution at the last second. So that's why you wanted his daughter kidnapped.
But they kidnapped the wrong girl.
Little did I know, they had their own reasons for cooperating with me.
Huh?
Their objective was to wipe out everybody who had to do with Temsic. Detective Jode was one such person, so they were happy to cooperate. Inspector Cabanella and that junkyard super, they were slated to be wiped out too. And, as it turns out, I was one of their targets as well. So they stole my Temsic fragment, and here I am. But they had one more final target. You, Detective. Me? If you weren't there in the park that day 10 years ago, I never would have thought of doing something as stupid as taking a hostage. Okay? But I was just a little kid playing in the park. Yeah, I know. Huh? 10 years later and you'd become a detective, looking into Jode's case. Tonight, I invited you to a quiet spot on the edge of town. It was a trap, you see. I told you who I was. You never saw my face that day 10 years ago, so of course you didn't recognize me. I took possession of you to make you shoot me. Your subconscious resisted me. Such incredible power. It was the first time I wasn't able to control somebody completely. The aim was off and the first shot missed the mark. The junkyard was equipped with security cameras. I knew you'd be wanted for murder. That was my plan, anyway. But they had other ideas. They simply wanted you wiped out. But then, something threw a big monkey wrench into their scheme. I showed up. I was supposed to meet up with them after that. But then something went wrong. What happened? My body disappeared. Aha, the inspector in white was responsible for that one. My precious bargaining chip was in that body. I had to get it back, no matter what. That inspector caused me no end of trouble. But why were those people targeting me? I never even heard of the Temsic meteorite. Because you were looking into the Jode case. They thought you would find out about Temsic sooner or later. And that's pretty much the whole story. The only thing left to do now is wait for water pressure to crush this submarine. Oh no. There are no cores that link from here to the water's surface. I have an idea. We hook up the Redo. Ugh. What is going on with me tonight? I have an idea. We hook up the phone line and there are no communication cables down this deep. They meant for this submarine to be my coffin. A coffin for the dead. There's no escape. I think I kind of understand now. What you've been feeling these 10 years. You what? This feeling. Cut off from the world. All alone in a submarine. Sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea. This must be how you felt all along. Lynn? Camilla? Is it true? We're stuck here? What? Oh, If my dad was here, I bet he'd save us. Oh, Camilla, I'm so sorry. That's funny. What is it, Sissel? There's something I don't understand. Why would they go to all the trouble of detaching the control room? What? Why didn't they just steal the Temsic fragment and escape if that's what they wanted? Why did they have to jettison your body off into the sea? That's a good question. But I guess it doesn't matter why now. We'll never find it again. We have no idea where it was launched to. Wait a minute. Yes, we do. This will tell us where Detective Jode is. That present from the inspector in white. That's right. Detective Jode told me to hold on to it for him. And the bullet is still in this person's body in the command room, right? Then we should be able to tell exactly where it is with this. But even if we find out where it is, how do we get there? We should be able to figure something out between the three of us. With our powers. Right, Miss Lynn? Right. Oh, and wait a minute. What about a torpedo? A torpedo? In any case, it's way too early to give up. Looks like Detective Jode is our last hope. Come on, let's get started. Well, where's your soul at, dude? Where'd you go? So a shell is definitely there in the command room, right? Just without the fragment? It's there, yeah, but I don't know about calling it a shell. Detective Jode's watch will tell us exactly where it is. Right, he said it was a radio receiver, didn't he? There might still be another torpedo on the submarine. If we use it, we can get to Detective Jode. That's a brilliant plan, Detective. You think so? So, what are you gonna do? Ride on top of the torpedo? Of course not. You guys are gonna go. Darn, I kinda wanted to see that. Did you want to see me drown? So, my dad isn't here on the submarine? Don't worry, we're gonna go get him right now. Okay. I hope I didn't hurt Lynn's feelings. What I said about my dad saving us if he was here. Oh, don't worry about that. Comments like that just roll right off Miss Lynn's back. She's really thick-skinned. Ouch. I'm going to start being tougher too. I want to make my dad proud of me. Miss Camilla! I'm sure your dad is very proud of you, Camilla. Okay, what do we do now? We go find the command room that was launched somewhere into the sea. What? How? Just to let you know, I don't like water very much. According to Lynn, the key to our plan is a torpedo, kind of a missile. Missile? You have a missile right here. I don't think she's talking about that kind of a missile. Now then, where did we see another torpedo? The same place we saw the first one? Why is this machine shoving grapes at me? Well, this looks like the private cabin of the top officer, doesn't it? This machine is probably for feeding him grapes while he lies in bed. Oh, it sounds heavenly! I've been thinking about this for a while now, but don't you think that country's use of technology is just a little off? Says the guy who made a deal with said country. Anyway, it looks like the arm of this machine is a bit busted. Yeah, I'm probably going to the torpedo room. The torpedo room, huh? There might be another torpedo left there. I'll go check it out. Oh, I get it. You're gonna use a missile to ram the control room. Well, I don't know about ram. We don't want to blow Detective Jode up, but something like that. We'll climb up to the torpedo room, too. Up is definitely safer. Okay, see you there then. It looks like the torpedoes can be launched manually with these switches. There are 2 tubes, so there should be one more left. I guess the first thing we have to do is load it into the tube. When it comes to missiles, you can count on me. I'll enter the coordinates of the command room into the torpedo. Sideways. For extra challenge. And I just turned on the backup power. We ought to be able to use the switches now. Okay, let's try it. Good luck! Switch won't budge. I think it's broken, but I don't think the entire device is broken, though. It would probably work just fine if I could only move the switch. We'll just have to find a way to move it somehow, but I can't do it with my powers alone. Wrong button. I can't switch characters either. Not helpful. What will happen to these 2 ladies? I think that's up to us and our powers. What? There's no time to be standing around unsure of ourselves. Will you lend me your strength missile? Me? Of course I will. Count on it. Okay. There we go. That torpedo looks serviceable. All set on this end too. But something's odd. What is? The command room. It looks like it's slowly sinking. Sinking? Yeah, like it's completely run out of power. I wonder what happened. I don't know, but I guess I'll find out. Right, okay, hop into the missile. I'll launch it for you. Okay, thanks. What about missile? Excuse me? I've already set the torpedo's course. It'll head towards the command room where Detective Jode is. 12 seconds after launching, it'll pass by the command room for an instant. That instant will be your window of opportunity to jump over to the command room. Okay, got it. And then we'll find a way to come back and save you. That'll probably be my last task tonight. Just hold on until we get back. Okay, come on, Missile. Missile? I'm sorry. I can't go. What? I just can't. How could I leave? I can't leave Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla behind. I can't do it. Missile. I swapped the switches so the missile can be launched. You'll have to do the rest, Sissel. I can't do it either. I can't ask Missile to come with me after that. I understand exactly how he feels. I want you to go, Missile. What? But Miss Lynn! You staying here won't change our fate. But if you go with Sissel, you might be able to make something happen. And that's our only hope. But what if that something doesn't happen? I'll never be able to see you again. Never ever again. Even I can understand that. I couldn't stand that. Don't worry, Missile. Miss Camilla. I just know you and Sissy can make something happen. I believe in you. I'll be right here waiting on you. We'll see each other then. Don't worry. Miss Camilla! That's a good boy, Missile. Now, are you ready? Remember, it's 12 seconds after I throw this switch. We're ready. Sissel? Yes? We never found out who you really were. But that doesn't matter now. All I know is, I'm truly glad I met you tonight. Thank you for everything. I'm glad I met you, Detective. But we're gonna see each other again. Right, Sissy? Right, Missile? That's right. We promise, little lady. Of course we will. I'll never forget you, no matter what happens. Here goes then. Good luck, friend. Oh man. These 12 seconds are lasting an eternity. I strive to think of a way to save Lynn and the little lady the whole time. But how can a ray of light, of hope, reach this far down into the deep sea? Before I can think of an answer, the 12 seconds are up. Detective Jode. I bet that big masked man did this. I'm gonna bite him. You better not. You might break your teeth. The command room has lost power and it's sinking. So I wonder what this masked man's going to do. Let's talk to Detective Jode. He has a core? Huh. Sorry for the wait, Detective Jode. Who are you? Are you Sissel? Please excuse my appearance. I can't believe you made it here. How's Camilla? And what about Lynn? Well, it's kind of a long story. I told Detective Jode about everything that happened on the submarine Yanoa. So the submarine is badly damaged? Why would he do that to his own sub? I wish I knew. I know the answer to that one. It's because he's afraid of my powers. You? You followed us? I didn't even notice. It's been 10 long years, Detective Jode. Are you Yomiel? Oh. So, you remember me, do you? How could I possibly forget? So that's your real name, huh? Yomiel? That's right. But those people on the Yanoa were calling you Sissel. That's just an alias I was using for my deal with them. Didn't see any need to tell them my real name. Could you do me a favor? Would you let me ask you some questions? I've been trying to find out my true identity all night. Sure, go ahead. I'm sure there's plenty we can still tell you. Right, Detective Jode? Right. Yomiel. 10 years ago, you were top systems engineer, weren't you? Systems engineer? What's that? By the way, I'm a top Pomeranian, you know. Well, it's kind of hard to explain to a dog, but it's a person who's good at using computers. I don't mean to brag, but I was one of the best in the industry. That's how I got roped into joining that project. Project? What project? It was a project aimed at reorganizing the nation's top secret information. The goal was to build a new system using multidimensional programming theory. I was asked to join the project by an agent of the government. It doesn't sound like something a top Pomeranian would know anything about. To me, it just sounded like another challenging job. However, this project was also the target of a secret plot. I bet you can imagine the kind of crime the nation's top secrets might attract. I never thought for the life of me I'd ever have to deal with spies. It was never made public, but every organization in the country moved on this one. Then one day, the name of a certain programmer emerged as a suspect. I was the guy who built the core of the system. The police arrested you, and then that incident happened. He escaped from the interrogation room and took little Lynn as a hostage. By the way, Detective Jode, when was it that I was proven innocent? About 6 months after your death. I'm so sorry, Yomiel. 10 years ago. My soul was split from my body, and I lost everything. I was sealed in eternal darkness. I existed in this world. No question about that. But nobody noticed my presence. What good were my powers? They didn't help anybody. Not even the passage of time could heal my pain. In fact, it only made it worse. I wanted to disappear. I don't know if it's auto-playing or not, I guess not. But I wasn't even allowed to do that. The way Lynn described it is exactly right. Sinking slowly towards the bottom of an endless sea. An overwhelming feeling of loneliness and despair. I wanted all of you to suffer what I was suffering. So that's why you murdered Alma. That's right. I wanted you to know what it was like to lose everything you cared about. I wanted you to feel the same pain I felt. What? It was the twisted wish of a mind poisoned by infinite loneliness. And then, as I was plotting my revenge, I had an idea. I came up with a plan to use these powers of mine to make a deal. There's something I just don't understand about that deal. I'm sure your powers would be very valuable to them, but what would you get out of the deal? A new life. Life. I asked them for 2 conditions. Number 1 was that they help me with my revenge plot, and the second was a rebirth for me. Rebirth. A new beginning, eh? I didn't care if it was a fake life, an artificial life. I just wanted a physical receptacle for my soul. A name, an identity, an everyday life. I wanted to grow old in a society that would accept me. Finally, I wanted to die, surrounded by a loving family. That's the kind of life I asked them for. A completely man-made life. That's right. I knew I couldn't hope for anything more than that. To make it all come true, I knew it would take a lot of money and a lot of power. That's why I decided to ask a national government to help me. And their response, in the end, was betrayal. They were making their moves much more carefully than I suspected. They sent spies to this country and researched my powers on their own. And they even figured out what Temsic was all about. And you had no idea they were doing all this. None at all. I was a fool. So then, why did they go to all the trouble of making a deal with you? Why didn't they just steal a hunk of the Temsic meteorite from the park? They couldn't. Huh? After the manipulator incidents, research was conducted in this country too. A report was submitted to the government about the source of the manipulator's power. By Inspector Cabanella and the old pigeon guy, eh? At first, the government didn't believe the report. But then, they decided to put the park under surveillance just in case. Surveillance, huh? It just looks like an ordinary, peaceful park, but there are armed agents there at all times. Don't tell me that odd leaflet guy is one of them. No, not him. He's just a plain old odd person. That park is like a silent battlefield on an international scale. So that's why they couldn't steal the Temsic meteorite. And lately, under the pretense of building a housing site, they've been working on a plan to destroy that park in order to secure the Temsic meteorite. So that's it, huh? So, the upshot of your grand deal was this, eh? Yeah, it's the ending I deserve. But at least there's one thing you must be happy about. What's that? You've managed to seal me away at the bottom of the sea forever. Well, shall we get started? Started with what? Bringing Detective Joad back to life, of course. What good will that do now?
But we promised. We promised Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla we'd save them.
And we can't do that without you, Detective Joad. Been guided by fate tonight to this place. I won't give up now. Alright, fine. Let's see where it leads us. Here we go then. Back to 4 minutes before your death.
Oh man.
So, where are we headed? We are not headed anywhere, Detective. What? There was only enough fuel on board to launch us away, Detective. We will run out soon, and that will be our destination, Detective. What are you talking about? That would mean that you're trapped here too. By the way, I am not human, Detective. I am a remote-controlled robot, Detective. What? Your country's use of technology, just plain off. God. We get that a lot, Detective. Why would you go to all the trouble to do this? That's nothing but a shell there. It's hardly a threat anymore. Commander Sith likes to provide against any possibility, no matter how small, Detective. Possibility? What are you talking about? There is no need for you to know, Detective. Now it is time to say goodbye, Detective. In the end, your fate remains the same, it seems, Detective. Grr. Camilla, forgive me. It isn't over yet. It isn't? Remember what that big masked man said? Any possibility, no matter how small. Possibility. In other words, there must be a chance here somewhere. The possibility of turning this situation around. Oh, whoops. Huh?
What is it, Detective?
Look at Yomio's shell. There's no aura emanating from his body. Of course there isn't. The Temsic fragment's gone. Could this change in his shell give us some kind of lead? I figured it out. I know what this possibility, no matter how small, is that they're afraid of. What is it? My time was perpetually stopped, thanks to the power of Temsic. His body cycled between the moments that separated his life and death. Right, but not anymore. The Temsic fragment had been taken away. Exactly. So what does that mean? I get it. Your body won't come back to life anymore. The moment the Temsic fragment was removed, my shell became a regular corpse. So, let's see, that means we can go back? Back to 4 minutes before your death?
But wait a minute. Exactly when is that death?
That's simple. We'll find out. When we get there, let's move. Ho 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 ho! Whoa. Dude, this is some crazy storytelling with all these time jumps. I fell back through the cracks of time for what seemed like forever. And then I saw it. The final death at the end of this long night. Who exactly am I? I've already seen all of the clues. All I have to do now is remember. The final journey to the truth starts now. Oh my gosh, it's still going? I can't. Oh, jeez, dude. Yo, I love that illustration with the one pinky on the glove. Just flopping around. That's sick. Alright, alright. Here we go. Final chapter. Here it is. Alright. You know, I gotta. Oh, man. When was Yomiel's death? It was 10 years ago when the Temsik meteorite fell. We traveled back through time, and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. Ooh, I didn't think we'd go this far back. I thought we'd just go back to when the meteor got removed. This is insane. Are you trying to light the leaves on fire, dude? It's ready. Hold it. Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me? Eek. Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. Huh? Oh, the kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt. Oh, it's so pretty and blue. I've only seen the flashback version. Huh. Okay. Are you okay? You're all right now. Are you hurt? Okay, let me make sure I can actually hear myself well. Because I had to take a short, little break there. Okay. Volume sounds fine. You're alright now. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister? I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. So that's the Temsik meteorite, eh? It's beautiful, looking at it from this angle. Changed all of our fates completely. We can't stop Temsik from falling from the sky, but we might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. Oh, just a moment. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Jode? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteorite fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change your fate of dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future.
Okay, let's get started.
Oh dear. Here we go. This is the crazy one, man. Yeah, I'm gonna need to talk to allies. Now, how are we gonna save you? If Lynn would just wander off somewhere, that would solve everything. What, are sweet potatoes almost ready? Ha! She's not gonna budge from that spot. But, you know, it makes me wonder. A little girl, all alone in the park, listening to music and roasting a sweet potato. What kind of childhood did this girl have?
Doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break.
Anyway, if Lynn won't budge from that spot, then we'll just have to have the fragment move instead. Alright. That didn't work out at all.
What are you doing? You're going to hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears.
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. You really startled her. You even made her drop her sweet potato. You know how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyways, at least her fate has been changed. Albeit ever so slightly. Yeah. Oh. Let's do this. Oh, it just barely can't reach. Can't reach the other nozzle or anything either. No. Oh. I can't get over to that other nozzle, though.
Oh, look at that sweet potato. That big scary sweet potato.
Of course. Oh my gosh. It's not a sweet potato missile, that's Mino.
Oh, right, of course. But look at them, the potato and Mino. Right now, they both have the same shape.
So you're saying you could swap them, huh? Good idea, Missile.
Okay, here I go, and I'm gonna need your help.
My help? Oh no. Damn it. I know what I missed. I know what I forgot. I know what I didn't do. Oh man. Okay. I need to rock this basket. Okay. Spray the nozzle. Switch to the potato. Spray this nozzle. Oh, look, the lamppost is bending. But it hasn't broken yet. It really is a wonder that it hasn't snapped. It just might hold out for a little while longer. If I recall, the Temsic fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its way down. But if Mino sits firmly in its way, then fate should change. Okay. I can't do anything. I can literally move nowhere else. It's about time for that meteorite to come down. Don't worry, Missile. I think we're ready for it. Look what's right in the fragment's path. Oh, okay. That giant sweet potato. If anything can get in the way, that ugly monster can. Ouch. Anyway, now the fragment's path ought to change. Well, I'm not able to do anything about this because I can't even move. There, how's that? Look, the fragment's course. It changed a little. Now Yomiel's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Take another look at the fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed, what's in its path? In its path? No! Detective Jode! The Temsic fragment shot through his leg. What? But the cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. Come on, put it down. Huh? Jode, put the gun down now. If you don't, you're gonna shoot him. I don't know if it's his detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down. He didn't do that. No! I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands. I won't let that happen. Missile! Missile, the bullet has stopped in midair. I'm here, inside the bullet. Now let's swap it with something. What? With what? Detective Jode, the meteorite fragment is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. We have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate. And to do that, we have to stop this bullet. There must be something with the same shape as the bullet around here. Probably the potato in the grass. Oh no. We stopped the bullet, but we still couldn't save him. That's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed, but I'm still alive. What? I'm not dead. I'm just unconscious. Okay, so your fate of death has changed. But still, this fate is just too painful to watch, in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. But we were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Oh my gosh. Wake up! You gotta get out of there! Damn it, my leg won't work.
It's all over. We're out of time. Miss Lynn.
It's not over yet.
But there isn't anything else to swap with.
Why don't we just let it play out and then try to find another way next time? Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse, and then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that. Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain, like a scar on her psyche. I won't let that happen, not if I can help it.
But what can we do now? Even if we work together?
I think there might be something that can be done.
What is it? What can Sissel and I do?
Don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death.
Yomiel.
Sissel, your power is manipulating objects. Use your power to manipulate this. Huh? I don't get it. Just trust me. Let's go. Alright, I'll try to move there. Now gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it. I'm dead though? In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. And remember, you'll only have a split second. Okay, now do it. Got it. Now it's your turn, Missile.
What? Me? But what can I do?
I think you know the answer to that.
Okay, got it.
You can swap them. That hunk of concrete will go back to its original position.
But even if I swap them, it'll still be right above Miss Lynn.
Don't worry.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them. Woo! It's no use. We can't stop that horrible Mino.
What can we do now? I don't see how gaining a second or 2 helped. Oh, it helped alright. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn. You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean... That's right. I'm gonna save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Egots. Ah, you're awake.
Hey, mister, is your knee okay?
Huh? Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. Lucky it wasn't a fatal hit. But the main thing is that you're not hurt.
You saved me, mister.
I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you.
What's your job, mister?
Me? I'm a police detective. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could.
But... What's that?
This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who have been very brave.
A detective's badge? Thanks.
Okay, you know what to do, little detective. Are you alive? Yeah, sadly. Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. As if somebody else was controlling me. I see. But, you know, I'm glad it happened.
Hey, mister. I found this kitten. It was over there.
Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray.
It's kind of limp. Is it okay?
I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny. Doesn't look like it's injured or anything.
Poor little kitty.
How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten? Well, looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Sissel's. Sissel? Oh my god, of course you're the cat. Holy crap. Sissel and Missile, cat and dog. Oh my god. The name Sissel echoes in my head. That's my real name. Flashing lights warning, sorry. These long, lonely 10 years. Oh, these long, lonely 10 years. You were my one and only friend. How about it? You remember now? Old friend? Oh boy! What? This is so fucking cool! Ah! Wow, dude! At long last. My god. The amount of twists and turns it took to get here, baby, but we made it! We have fucking made it! Woo! I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Hold it. The old park scene. Somebody, please look at me. Shoot, you might get hurt. No. Somebody, please reach a hand out to me. I had only just died at the time. I had lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore. But I still managed to reach out a hand to him. Next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten, with no recollection of who I was. I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat. Then the man got his body back. Took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. Took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I had just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomiel." The man named me Sissel. It was the name of something important he had lost, along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it was. Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years, I wandered through the darkness, with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. First, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects. But then, after a while, I could manipulate people. It's when the darkness inside me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. When I got my revenge on Lynn, I would see that light. Or, at least, that's what I tried to believe. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. Black cat. I was possessing Sissel then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away, after all. So, you borrowed the body of your old friend. Sissel was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Sissel, there inside the bag, was dead. What? Yeah, oh my god! I wasn't able to control her completely. The first bullet didn't hit anything, or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Sissel inside that bag. Yes, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the in the presence of Temsic radiation. And that's when I got my powers of the dead, my ghost tricks. I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It was because I thought that corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But, as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what she said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight? If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get? I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean, I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Fair, actually. Yeah, I mean, Ray would have probably went up and saved my life, were that the case, if that was possible. Wow, I dropped a lot of frames. Jeez. Louise, man. I hope the stream's okay. Crud. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancé stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. Fate of your death, the kitten Sissel's fate, and I can just bet the fate of the woman you love has changed too. Yes, I believe you're right. So, this was the last fate to be averted, eh? So, Yomiel, looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad, too. I think I kind of understand now what you've been what you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness. Well, I guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right. We should get back to our new present. I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again. So, these past 10 years will now all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did, my crime. That's the way this Game of the Dead works, huh? And no matter what the reason, there's no denying the fact that I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either, the most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Sissel. Yes? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. will be like we never met. So before that happens, I just wanted to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of the long past. Our fates have changed now. Right, Yomiel? Thank you, Sissel. So very glad I met you. Me too, Yomiel.
Sissel, are we ever gonna see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't.
Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then.
Sissel, I'll never forget you.
I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, looks like you've come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jode. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning. And now, we're each going back to our own new present. We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. Wait. What? Before you go back to a new present, I wanted to thank you. Oh. Before I cease to exist. Oh, it's you! Yes, it is I, Ray. In case you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I had hoped. I am really grateful to you, Sissel. Thank you. But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know, who exactly are you? Isn't it just Yomiel? What? Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. You changed the fates of many people tonight, the first of which was hers. Huh? Wait, so is Ray not Yomiel? If not, that sucks, cause, I figured I'd use Yomiel voice. If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. Wow, so... Huh. And in the process... two little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw towards his mistress. That's when a miracle occurred. What? Look at that, the powers of the dead. But how? He didn't really understand it himself. Not yet, anyway. But with all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not? Hey, wait a minute. Oh, because he's there. That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fellow chased after the men, but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in red in the deep, deep sea. And then, he went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. What? What? What the fuck are you talking about, dude? He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. And that's the other version of the story of this night. So Missile got... Ray is Missile? Are you serious? Ray is a 10 years older Missile that's been sitting here. Did he lie to me about the ghost powers going away, by the way? Because Ray's the only one who told me that. Just want to throw that out there. Yomiel never said that they go away or anything. And like, Ray's the only one who said, oh, you gotta fix it by dawn, which is probably because he knew how everything was going to shake out tonight. And if I didn't figure this shit out by dawn, everything would go horrible again. Oh my gosh. It's 10 years older Missile who can only swap objects. Poor Missile, dude. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold. So that was you, huh? Oh, Missile, no! That's right. I'm Missile. Oh my gosh, look at you, you furry boy! No! 10 years is a very long time in dog years. You couldn't change the face of these people on your own, so you decided to wait those 10 years out. Exactly. And then, at last, that fateful night rolled around again. By this time, I had grown old, and my powers were weak, so I decided I need to find somebody to help me this time around. Thank goodness Yomiel said powers change over time, because now he can actually manipulate objects, by the way. And I don't know if he can swap them anymore either. Somebody who possessed different powers than me. But wait a second, you were able to manipulate that desk lamp. Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened, but I became able to manipulate small objects. But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? Because I couldn't. Huh? From watching the man in red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could do, like travel through the telephone lines, for example. What? It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power. especially if you're trying to chase somebody. But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me? Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before on that night the first time around. We what? We met before? From listening to the conversation of the two intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at that junkyard on the... I learned that Miss Lynn had lost her life at that junkyard on the edge of town. I followed the ghost world paths to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. Imagine, if you will, there in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my fur stand on end, I can tell you. That was me? So I was shot on that night the first time around as well. You had lost your memory that time too. You had just died, and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. I did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That's what you said. And then you disappeared. Away over the telephone line. I'm really sorry I didn't help you. That's why I decided that this time, I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage. Mutual advantage? The only thing you were interested in was finding your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to doing that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the man in red, to Yomiel. What? I gave you the information you needed to know to set you in the right direction. And then I gave you a time limit. A time limit. That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have all been over. Then, you mean that thing about ceasing to exist? Oh, that? Completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know. But I just wanted you to use your time wisely. Oh boy. Hate to admit it, but this little dog, you really outsmarted me in every way. Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. And now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I. Missile, I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Missile. So you waited and waited these 10 long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh? Of course. Because that's what doggies do. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my gosh. Now then, farewell, Sissel. So the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what had really happened in this town tonight. I made my way back to a new present. come it's dark? I'll just turn on the lights here. Oh. It's just a normal painting. Wow, look. Oh my gosh. Hee, were you surprised? You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. Yippee, it worked. But it's not even my birthday today. It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made this surprise for her, but it came out so well I wanted to use it again. That's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Jode. Dad, you're home. Hi, Camilla. Let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today. Hi, Camilla. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh? Is something wrong? You have one of those badges too? Oh, this? Yeah. I have one just like it. My dad just gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine, though. How long are you gonna keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn? What's wrong with it? To me, this is the symbol of a real detective. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day? When you gave me this badge, I just knew. I knew it was my destiny somehow. Destiny, huh? Now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me. That you will. That you will. Oh, hello. Don't tell me you're that same little kitten. That's right. The very one. You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Still a kitten? Yep, he never got any bigger or anything. Wow, what a mysterious little fellow. I know, right? His name is Sissel. Sissel. Seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before. I think Sissel likes you, Lynn. My goodness, we finally see her. All right, everyone, let's start the celebration. Okay, Mom. I bet you're just like me. Your destiny led you here somehow too. Oh, that's Lynn talking, probably. Since I am, in fact, a cat, and cannot talk unless I am in ghost form. And so we meet again, Sissel. From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world, and I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now, this is my new fate. Huh. Guess I really am a cat. Suits me just fine to curl up and watch. Watch the strange and beautiful patterns of their world. It looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. Oh, man. I've got some meteor in me. Missile! And Cabanella! Happy birthday to our lovely Lynn. Like I said, it isn't my birthday. You go, Missile. Hey, Missile, I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort. But birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones, not... Oh, shoot. I gotta read quick, dude. Look at him spinning that fork. He's crazy, dude. Okay. There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? But definitely not good. Maybe now I can be a great detective, just like Inspector Cabanella. What kind of example is the inspector providing for his men? Hello, bot. Hello, bot in chat. Go on, skedaddle. Oh. Thank you, yeah! Here's your food, gentlemen. Memory, what are you doing here? I heard you were going to be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit today. So you took on a part-time job here again just so you could eavesdrop? I'm just... Oh, you have no idea the lengths I'd go to reach my goals. Thank you for the congrats. I am so happy. We did it. The whole deal, man. Ah. La la la, I've never cooked this way before. So exotic, so exciting. Okay. Turmeric, coriander, cumin, and fenugreek. Curried chicken. Oh gosh. Is this really necessary, this new curried chicken menu item? Oh, but our very best customer requested it. Now good luck with the taste testing. Oh boy, I don't think I can eat another bite. Just who exactly is this very best customer anyway? Oh yeah, he was never manipulated into hijack or kidnapping the, or you know, taking the police officer hostage in his own area or something. So something like that, something crazy. Are you sure we really need all these explosives? Not to worry, Beauty, my dear. I followed the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like it said. Wait a minute. 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams. Why was there such a big safe above the chicken kitchen? Also, how are you doing, Scalzi? Is this where you work, huh, Papa? That's right, sweetheart. Oh, you look so happy now. Darling husband, don't you have any ideas at all you could give me? You must have heard some juicy stories. The indiscretions of a minister, perhaps? No, must you talk that way in front of our darling angel? Here's to the stodgy mind of my darling husband. That's cute. Even the family's together and happy. Ah, oh, hell yeah. This deal is going quite well. Oh, I must say these grapes are quite good, my man. You know I was about to scrape the bottom of the sea, sir. Be forewarned, sir.
Egad! Keep it together, man. Are you trying to give me a case of the vapors? I believe I nearly died of fright just now.
Oh, dang, that sounds like less than fun. I'm very sorry to hear that. Love beasts and pigeons and other stuff. Oh yeah! Bunch of pigeons rocking out, dude.
Stop the park from charging admission. Protect the rights of those who live here.
Charging admission. Do they even have any prisoners? Day's a day, you know. It's finally getting... Oh! You know, everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that.
Then let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in our family for generations. We do this when we have a stomachache. We call it Dance Away the Pain.
I'm real interested in that one. Think you'd show it to me, say, next week?
You got it.
God. Dancing guard. Cut. Yomiel's painting now. 10 long years, Yomiel. Your time's up today. Young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside. Thank you, Sissel. You're not gonna show me his painting? Come on, that's cheating. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Wow, look at them. Cute. And his wife's still alive. Or fiance. Wow, man. What a great game. Absolutely recommended. 100%. Ugh. With an awesome soundtrack. Really good story. Lots of twists that I like. I mean, I called Cabanela I guess it was pretty early, but like, it's how all the Phoenix Wright games are, man. The one with the spotless record's the villain. That's how it always goes. And it's like, dang, dude. They pulled one over on me. The villain was me the whole time, except not really me, but kind of. I also still think it's super funny that Sissel and Missile are a cat and a dog. Well, and also Yomiel's fiance, but still. Man, how freaking cute was that? Oh. Oh. Could not be happier with the soundtrack, the game, the gameplay kept it interesting the whole time. And they just really did an awesome job of keeping all the puzzles you had to do interesting without even relying too much on the forced resets for a long time.